Star Trek's original USS Defiant is just as important as Sisko's DS9 starship. When most Star Trek fans hear the name USS Defiant, their minds immediately jump to Captain Benjamin Sisko's heavily armed warship station at Deep Space Nine. Introduced in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine's later seasons, this Defiant is iconic, a compact, nimble, and heavily armed starship designed specifically to fight the Dominion. Yet few fans realize that the Defiant name carries a legacy stretching all the way back to Star Trek, the original series. In fact, the original USS Defiant of TOS is just as important in the franchise's lore as Sisko's modern counterpart, albeit in a more symbolic and narrative way. The TOS USS Defiant first appeared in the episode The Tholian Web, a chilling story in which the Starship Enterprise becomes trapped in interdimensional space, leaving its crew vulnerable. The Defiant, a Constitution-class vessel like the Enterprise, arrives too late to rescue the stranded crew. Despite its brief appearance, this Defiant is more than just a ship on the screen. It's a symbol of the Federation's reach, resilience, and courage during the early years of space exploration. While Sisko's Defiant is a powerhouse meant for battle, the TOS Defiant represents hope and the Federation's unyielding dedication to its principles, even when circumstances are dire. The significance of the original Defiant goes beyond symbolism. In The Tholian Web, the Defiant is sent to rescue the Enterprise from its perilous situation, showcasing the Federation's logistical and moral commitment to supporting its crew. The ship itself is not merely a tool, but an extension of Starfleet's ethical code. Every ship in Star Trek carries a story of its crew, and the original Defiant is no exception. Its presence underscores one of the central tenets of the franchise, the idea that Starfleet vessels, whether under the command of Kirk, Sisko, or anyone else, are more than machines. They are embodiments of the people, values, and ideals of the Federation. Fast forward 2 decades, and the Defiant name resurfaces in Deep Space Nine. Here, it takes on a completely different role. The war-torn Gamma Quadrant presents a threat unlike anything seen in TOS. The Dominion, a militarized and ruthless empire, requires a response beyond the typical exploration vessels of Starfleet. Enter Sisko's Defiant, a ship designed for combat, equipped with cloaking technology, pulse phasers, and reinforced hulls. It's a sharp contrast to the TOS Defiant, but the core principle remains. The vessel is more than metal. It's a manifestation of Starfleet's commitment to defending life, liberty, and the Federation itself. Interestingly, these two Defiants are linked in ways that are rarely discussed. Both ships exist at critical junctions in Star Trek history. The TOS Defiant operates in an era of exploration and discovery, facing unknown dangers with limited information and technology. Sisko's Defiant operates in a period of high-stakes conflict, where knowledge of enemies and strategic advantage is vital. In both cases, the Defiant name is a declaration. The Federation will face adversity with courage. One ship inspires hope, while the other delivers power, but both deliver the same message. The Federation is resolute. Moreover, the TOS Defiant sets a narrative precedent that allows Sisko's Defiant to carry emotional weight. When audiences first saw the Defiant appear in DS9, the name was already steeped in Starfleet tradition. It hinted at continuity, suggesting that the Federation learns from its past and honors the legacy of the ships and crews that came before. In storytelling terms, this continuity is subtle but powerful. It bridges the gap between the optimistic, exploratory era of Kirk and the morally complex, militarized world of Sisko. In this way, the original USS Defiant's brief appearance reverberates through Star Trek's history, enriching the DS9 era's narrative depth. There's also an ironic layer to consider. The original Defiant was unable to save the Enterprise, leaving viewers with a sense of tension and loss. Sisko's Defiant, by contrast, becomes a ship that frequently turns the tide in battle, saving countless lives and influencing the course of galactic events. This evolution mirrors Star Trek itself, from hopeful exploration to grappling with complex interstellar conflicts. Yet in both eras, the Defiant symbolizes Starfleet's response to the challenges of its time, a testament to courage, ingenuity, and moral clarity. Finally, the Defiant name reminds us that Star Trek is a franchise about people, not just ships. While the vessels themselves are technological marvels, they gain meaning through the stories of those aboard. The TOS Defiant represents the courage of early Starfleet officers, stepping into the unknown. Sisko's Defiant represents a seasoned crew willing to face overwhelming odds to protect the galaxy. In both cases, The ship's name becomes synonymous with heroism, dedication, and the enduring spirit of exploration and defense. In conclusion, while Sisko's Defiant may enjoy more screen time and fan recognition, the original USS Defiant holds an